That young black girl who got brutalized by them girls from wherever they're from, Ashford. It irks my soul watching stuff like that, knowing that people are just standing by and not doing anything.
The worst thing for me is the two cars that pulled up next to them.
The guy in the blue car,
Yes.
yeah. Just
And
watching.
he was just watching.
Oh,
Like,
my days.
No one's asking you to be a superhero. Be a human.
And even like the way that the school seems to have handled the whole thing, poor.
Bro, the headmaster came up beside them like it was a situation that they've seen on 20 occasions.
I know that if I'm there, am I going to get involved and physically do anything to the women? No. But will I at least get the black girl, remove her from the situation and protect her? Yes, that is what you are supposed to do.
Going down to your daughter's school to tell her to go beat someone up or something is crazy, bro. Like, do you think that that's normal? If something happens to your kid, you're going to go down to the school and basically back their situation?
Are you telling me my ski?
Money over everything. Wait, what song was I singing today on on Insta? And I was thinking about you, no. I've been thinking about you, no. I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do ya? And
We got
do
Frank
you
Ocean,
not think so far? Hey.
I can't lie, Frank Ocean's a bad man still.
That song is incredible.
Your dog banged him in the face.
Who was my dog?
Chris Brown.
Did he actually? Is that a thing?
There was a story in it, like how my man had gone to the studio. He's seen my man be like, oh, yo, good to meet you, whatever. Gone to shake his hand. This was around the time that he'd slapped Rihanna and all that. My man said, I'm not shaking your hand, innit? Just banged him in the face.
Okay, I see both sides. I see both sides still. Violence ain't the answer. What are we saying though, man? How was your birthday, man?
Hey, it was lit, man.
Oh yeah, sorry everyone for the late episode. It was because it's Haz's birthday.
I mean, it could have been because of that, but also it's just lack of initiative on your part.
No, it was actually because of your birthday.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But yeah, no,
it was good still. I can't lie.
It was good.
Yeah, man, it was. I think I've decided that's the last time that I drink in public.
Really?
Yeah. Therefore, do you know why? Because
oh, shut up.
I don't need alcohol to have fun. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I preed it. When it's your birthday, people feel the need to just pump you with shots, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you're not drinking, why? You're weird. You told me I need to grow up.
Stop.
Nah. like, bro, there was not a single time I could be nowhere near a bar. Oh, where's your drink, bro? Right, you not got a drink? Nah, I'm gonna bring you a shot right now. It's like, nah, let me slow it down. Like, I don't know, man. People just want my liver to explode.
No, but bro, it's your birthday, and on top of that, like, there's nothing wrong with drinking in public, especially when it's your birthday and the people that are there for you. I feel like those are the best environments to drink.
But I just don't like being not in control.
Yeah, but if you're not driving, like all of that stuff, bro, you need to have at least one of those moments a year. At least
one a year.
At least 4 or 5 times a year. Yeah, 4 or 5 times a year where you're just loose, like you're free, bro. Because those are the best nights, man. Sometimes you forget what happened the day before, but you know you had a good time.
I hear it, and I can't lie. I had a good time, and love. If you're watching and you came, love for showing up. Everyone that was in that building was gang, and it was a good vibe.
Yeah, it was. But you need to stop saying my full name. Just in general now.
Why?
Because people just be saying Samo Basiki. I'm like, yo, I turn around, I'm like, yo, that's my full name.
It's your fault though.
It's not.
No, do you know why
it's not?
Because everyone knew it anyway. Like FD, your whole thing is on there. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's just my name though.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like
you fumbled by letting that be a thing.
I did, innit?
Like, if you know the full of my first name, then you know me personally.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the fact that people, if you know my full name, I don't like that.
I was gonna go with Samo though, like Samo. Yeah, but like, cause remember I used my Insta used to be Swanky Lums.
Yeah. And
then when I came to U-Man's company, I was like, all right, let me try and be like serious, because I wanted to be like, fam, I want, you know what I mean, serious. I had to put Swanky Lums. I'm not gonna be like, yo, what's good, people, Swanky Lums, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. So I thought, all right, cool, let me see what I can do.
You should have just kept Swanky. Do you know why? I think you could get away with that. Swanky Lums is a bit extra. There's man on television, bro.
I know.
Big up Dan. Man's got his actual thing, like his tag on them boxing press conferences is Savage Dan, bro.
Yeah.
Flex. Man's called Flex on television.
True.
If you was called Swanky, no one's going to bat an eyelid in this day and age, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's true. But I don't know, man. Negative connotation. I'm joking. There wasn't. I was a
Swanky.
calm guy. No. But I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. You're
it's a
right.
bit childish. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a bit childish. But at the same time, like,
I just, you know, the ones where you're like, let me just see what's next. Do you know what I mean?
One of the biggest influences in this country is called Chunks. Come on, man.
You're right, man.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you reckon I can rebrand back?
Probably not. Not right now. Too many times now you've been introduced on Transfer Talk. Here today with Sam Obasaki and
even
whoever.
Yeah.
Too many times. But at the same time, like, it's not like you're big right now. So you can always rebrand, you get what I'm saying? And then when you blow, no one remembers Sam Obasaki.
That, I don't know if that was kind of hurtful.
Fam, both of us, you get me?
Well,
what are you saying,
right.
though? How was your week?
It
What
was
you been up
alright. I drank cranberry juice and got a cold.
to? You cussed my immune system.
No.
You drank cranberry juice one time and got a cold.
Yeah, no. So
That's mad.
So
What's wrong with you?
basically, I was having a meal, and then I had apple juice, but there was only a little bit left, and then cranberry juice. I don't really drink cranberry juice, but it was in the fridge, and I wanted like a little top up. You know what I mean? I drank the cranberry juice. Yeah. As soon as I finished drinking, literally, I started feeling something in my throat, like no joke, and it was. I was like, what's going on here? Like, this isn't normal. Tried to drink Lemsip and that before I went to bed. I woke up sore throat. Then it started getting worse. Now it's coming down a little bit because I've got like runny nose and that, so I know that it's coming to the end.
Sniffing bears.
Yeah.
So are you allergic or something?
Nah, but that does happen sometimes when I drink certain juices. Like it happened one time when I drank orange juice. When I got randomly ill after. It's bare weird, man.
It sounds like a Last of Us thing. Have you been watching that?
Yes.
What a show.
I feel like it was overhyped.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like I Am Legend, but in a series form.
Disagree. I totally disagree.
Okay, what's the other one that Brad Pitt was in?
What? World War Z?
World War Z, but in a
Again,
series
totally
form.
disagree. I think, please withhold your judgment until you've watched the whole series. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but I'm up to date. There's no more. There's nothing else that I
You
can
haven't
watch
watched
yet.
the whole thing yet, though.
Yeah,
The point
fair
I'm trying
enough.
have you watched Walking Dead?
Yeah,
Cool. Alright.
that fell off.
I'm an avid
cliff.
Walking Dead fan in terms of like the first 4 seasons.
Yes.
Maybe you could push to 5. But
That was so good.
so good, bro. Like when that
I was
came out,
immersed.
bro, I was
in it.
into that story like no man's business, fam.
That's what you.
Nah, you're mad.
That's how they sound, though. I used to hear that in my dreams, bro.
Bro, I think it's okay. Let me put it to you like this: if you played the game of Last of Us, yeah, you were gonna love the show regardless, because you're a fan of the game, innit? But they've really done it justice. I know you haven't played it, but anyone out there who's watching who has played it will know what I'm talking about. HBO. As soon as I saw that they were doing it, I said, yeah, it's in good hands. Because HBO's always making good shows.
Good series.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But whatever it is they're doing is done well.
Yeah.
So I always thought, yeah, casting was good. And it's lived up to the hype. I think it's lived up to the hype, personally.
No, it has.
Are you saying it's overhyped in that?
No, like I need to see where they go with it. I need to see where they go with it because everyone was gassing it. Like, bro, someone said episode 3 is the best piece of television that they've witnessed in years.
That's what Dave Horner said, the White Rhino.
And I was like, it weren't just him as well. There was a
lot of people saying it. Yeah.
I was so confused
Jamie
when I
said
finished
it as well.
When I finished watching that episode, I was like, that was good. Like it was emotional, but like what was I supposed to be like?
It was good. It was
taken
a good
back
episode.
by. But I feel like I'm numb to certain things because there were certain stages in that episode where I thought people were gonna die just because I'm so used to death with those type of things. Like I don't believe anyone's gonna survive ever.
Yeah.
Like ever. It's so deep. I was gonna say my immune system is gonna have to do with that, but I think Sons of Anarchy ruined it. Honestly, it ruined everything. But apart from that, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I had a shoot with Dan Burn.
Oh yeah.
Shoot with Dan Burn.
Big him up, man. The big dog.
Yeah, nah. It was.
Is he as big as he
good.
looks on the telly?
Yes, bro.
He's massive.
Yes.
Swear down.
6'7".
Swear down.
Yes.
So he just made you look short.
Yeah, but he's a great guy.
Good,
I like
good peoples, yeah.
Yeah, I like meeting people in real life and they like good people. I think that's always a fear of mine, like being in this space, yeah,
Mm.
and being at events and stuff like that, and like coming across people and finding out that they're just pagans.
Weird, isn't it? Yeah.
I hate that. I actually hate that stuff,
I hear it.
and it's so common.
Yeah, it definitely is. If you don't know who Dan Burn is, centre back for Newcastle United.
Yeah,
We're actually doing really well at the moment. In general,
you just
just throwing that in there, innit? Like we spoke about football last week and it went left. Just gonna leave it there.
Doing a sports bulletin.
Just gonna leave it
Anything
there.
else you want to talk about? LeBron getting the most points now, holding that record, or anything
You can
else?
talk about that if you want.
One thing I want to do though is I like certain people like that, like LeBron, like The Rock, like Stone Cold. I need to meet these people. Like I've never really been that guy. Like to say I want to meet, but I want to meet them, man. I want to meet LeBron.
Why? Just to
'Cause
be in
he's
the
just
presence of greatness.
He's just a legend.
Mm.
Like I want to meet the Undertaker because he's a legend. I want to tell him that he made me have nightmares when I was a child so many times. So many times.
Did you watch? What was the guy's name, man? The Boogeyman. You see that on WWE, yeah? I can't lie. There was enough man I know who didn't sleep good at night because of Donny.
But why did they give that character to a black man? Why did they? There was certain things back then where it's just like, bro, like he was genuinely.
But he played it perfectly, bro.
Yeah, but he was genuinely scary.
100% he was.
Eating worms,
bro. He was in the ring eating worms.
The Boogeyman.
I'm going to get you. And then man would just take the clock, boom, on his head.
He wasn't even a good fighter. He wasn't a good wrestler.
He was just scary.
He was just slivering the thing, and then his finisher was he would put feeding worms in their mouth, bro.
Yo,
why is that your thing though? Why is that your thing? It's like that's what I find mad. Like imagine they have their meetings where they're doing the scripts and stuff, and they're like, you know what, Shane, you're gonna be the Boogeyman, yeah. And you know what your thing's gonna be? You're gonna put worms in your mouth and eat like, it. Sliver. He used to do all of that.
Yeah.
They played on. Vince. I know he's game still,
but Vince is weird.
He's a very weird man.
Man, actually, what was it Horner was telling me about? One storyline that he pitched himself, which was an incest storyline.
Yeah, to be with Steph.
Are you deep?
And she said no.
Yeah, because that's weird.
Yeah, he's Vince McMahon is one of the maddest men that have come from any entertainment. But he built a
dynasty, bro.
But there was like the Attitude Era and like the era after that. There's so many storylines. I'm sure everyone's seen it. That if it was to happen today,
fam, are you deep in some of the acts? Crime Time.
Oh my days! I've not even deep that before.
Crime Time, bro.
I've not even deep that
before. 2 man
Invest
and Tim's. Crime Time. That's what it was. 2 black men invest in Tim's,
and they were decent as well.
What was it? Shad and JTG.
Yeah. Oh my. That's actually mad.
That's racism.
That's not even the first one I was thinking of. I was all thinking about when he used to make Trish Stratus lip sim and when he used to make people kiss his ass.
Yeah.
Vince was a psychopath.
He's a savage.
He's a psychopath. Now wrestling's obviously it's not as great, but yeah, man. There's been nothings that have happened. I think they had to tone it all the way down.
Bro,
still.
But there's enough legendary moments that happened simply because political correctness left the chat.
Yeah.
So many situations that happen where you're like, rah, they could actually never in 2023 get away with what just happened.
Fam, there was one time he said, who was it? Was it Booker T? He was like, "What's up, my nigga?"
Yeah. You just can't
what makes
do
you
that.
think that's calm, bro?
Man shouting, "Come on out, you rapist!" Like, you know that meme, innit? Yeah. Everyone's talking about Benjamin Mendy and
yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. WWE's
that
different,
is jokes, man. But yeah, that was an interesting time. But I do want to meet all of those people at a point, and I want to have there will be a point where we get special guests, man.
I tell you what, yeah, real quick one, random question, yeah. You're at a dinner,
yeah. You
can dine with. I'll give you. How many should I give you? You can dine with 3 people, dead or alive. Who are you picking?
Ooh. So I'll go The Rock. Yeah. The Rock is one. let me tell you the ones that I was thinking of that I'm not gonna do. I was gonna say Burner, but I know his attitude stinks. It depends on what energy, what vibe he's on. I've seen him on good vibes, but if he's on a bad vibe, he just might as well leave. Yeah. I was gonna say Young Thug, but his situation is not looking great.
Right.
So the reality is he probably won't.
Yeah, but it's dead or alive.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
But then also, I don't think he would. I don't know if he'll engage with how I'd want him to engage. Okay, I'd go The Rock. Oh, this is really difficult, bro.
It's a good question, though, isn't it?
This is really difficult. Oh, I would go The Rock, Meek Mill.
I knew he was gonna say me. I'm thinking, how's he not gonna say Meek?
Nah, because I was trying to think if there's anyone else that I would think of. I'd go The Rock, Meek Mill, Dead or Alive, Paul Walker.
Paul Walker, yeah.
Paul Walker.
Don't know why, but that one is left field for me.
I
Swear
loved
down.
him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why as well.
Swear down.
I like his death is still the death that has caused me the most pain as like
A celebrity.
yeah.
Swear down.
Yeah. I loved his character. I loved who he was as a person, like when he wasn't acting. Then I watched one documentary about him and how he was to his family, and he was just a great man. Like genuinely, like a great man. They said that he didn't like. He was the person like that you could call on for anything, and there was people that were in tears saying like they wish that they could just like swap places with him, man.
That's
like he done everything. His brother was balling. I said, yeah, nah. Paul Walker, living, not even living legend, but legend.
Do you know what's mad? Like, just to touch on celebrity deaths, I think it's 4 years to the day, yesterday or today, Cadet. That was probably the first one for me where I remember thinking, that's one of the man them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the first ones. I feel like that kind of, not let me say kick-started, but it was after that everything seemed to happen. Nipsey,
Kobe.
Pop, like so many, Kobe, like so many different things started happening after that death.
It was 20. Oh yeah, 4 years ago. Bloody hell.
4 years has gone by swiftly.
4 years. You say 4 years?
4 years, bro.
You said 4 years though.
It is 4 years though, isn't it?
No, but you said years. You said 4 years.
Did I say 4 years? Well, the first time.
Yeah.
Did I actually?
Yeah.
Oh, 4 years. 4 years. But
yeah,
like, and I think the thing for me that was crazy was like, in situations like that where he's died in the back of I think he was in a cab, right?
Yeah, cab.
And it's like, it's not, man ain't got shot or stabbed or something that sounds mad, but something that we're used to hearing.
Yeah.
It's just wrong place, wrong time.
That's what hurts the most. That's what I'm saying. Those deaths hurt the most because it's like, you hear stories about what he was planning on doing and how he was just finding his rhythm.
It just seemed like a good, clean-hearted youth. Everyone that kind of speaks about him, who knew him, just says clean-hearted. Do you get what I'm saying? And just good peoples. And I think sometimes when it comes to a celebrity death, people do this whole blame pinning thing, right? Oh, who's to blame? Is it him? Is it whoever it might be? But in that scenario, like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's sad because, okay, cool. Look at the PNB Rock situation. Everyone kind of said, oh, well, you know, this shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have been there. His girl shouldn't have done this. This shouldn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? There were certain things you could look at and think, well, it kind of not make sense because R.I.P. But it can be understood why the situation that happened.
You can make sense of it, yeah.
But that was just like literally just out of the blue, random one.
Yeah.
Like, man, just.
That's how I felt about Takeoff.
Yeah.
Still hurts, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like. I can't listen to Migos right now.
I hear it.
I can't listen to any tune, and it's so deep because they're going through something at the moment. I don't know if you've seen all of their stuff with.
Not really.
Like, who's this Mob Ties Don?
Oh, Jay Prince.
Yeah, who is he?
So from what I understand, obviously don't quote me, but from what I understand, he's like one of the OGs from that part of the world, Atlanta. Is it Atlanta, right? I think he's one of the OGs from that.
Houston?
I don't know, bro. I actually don't know. Maybe it's Texas. I'm not too sure. But he's like a big guy in that part of the world, Southern America.
I don't really like the way he's moving at all.
I don't really know. I haven't really tuned in on what's been going on, but obviously.
Bro, he's Offset's basic brother has died. Yeah. And you're all doing interviews because everyone's saying stuff like, oh, this shouldn't have happened because it was in his side of the world or whatever. So he's done like 5 or 4 interviews talking about the relationship that Offset had with Takeoff and their family business. And then Offset did a video like, fam, I don't know you from anywhere. Like, why are you doing interviews? You don't know my family. Like, fam, why are you even doing this? Man just died. Like, that's actually my bro. What are you actually doing right now? And then he's all done another video talking about, trying to expose him, saying, oh, you came to, you know how Americans are. You came to me for this and came to me for that. It's just sneaky, man. Like, you're actually a big man.
What do you think of the whole tap-in community? What do you think of that? Because you know that's been like a thing, right? If you're going to a certain part of the world where there's a man there that runs the scene or whatever it might be, you got to tap in with Donny to say, yeah, just to let you know I'm touching down in your spot, rare tear tear. What do you think of all that? Because I know that's been like a running narrative in that whole J Prince and Migos scenario.
I just think that they need to grow up. I think a lot of them, man, I'll be honest, they need to grow up. It sounds very childish. It's like me going to Peckham when I was younger and telling my boy, oh, I'm coming, like, just be wary. When I'm younger, fair enough, but imagine me doing it at my age. Like, come on, when are we supposed to grow up, fam? But obviously they're still like in a certain lifestyle, but even at that, like, this whole thing of, obviously their lifestyle is different because they are in that lifestyle where they're surrounded by so many different things that we're not yet. But bro, I would just get away from it, bro. Like Meek, the perfect example. He doesn't take risks.
And when he does, he's in bulletproof vehicles.
Security around him. Uzi even. Security around him always. Like, all of these men that are like, bro, they've seen so many men die around them. Just security. Like, I go into different locations. I'm not going by myself. I'm just not going to do that. If I know that I'm a part of that life, or people might even just envy me to that extent that have weapons, and in America, everyone's got a weapon. I'm not doing it.
I hear it. And even like, I was listening to an interview on Vlad TV with Tony Yayo.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how back in the day, him, Fifth, basically the whole of G Unit, they used to roll in armoured vehicles, innit? And they got called neeks for it. Like, you lot are neaky. Why are you rolling in armoured vehicles for? You lot don't trust your own gangster kind of thing. And it's like...
I do, that's why.
Like, you lot are actually going to try and take what is mine, and you expect me not to protect it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think the thing for me, with the whole tap-in stuff, it's like, I don't really understand what the need for it would be, like, unless you're doing it for everyone. Like, it's not uniform. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there was one other guy, actually, he might have even been on Vlad TV, yeah, but man saying, why doesn't Taylor Swift have to check in?
Yeah.
Why doesn't lawyers have to check in with you? So it's only your community.
Yeah.
You've got to check in. Why?
That's what I mean.
Do you get what I'm saying? Why is it not
it's
you?
Backwards.
It's for me. That's why it's backwards, because it's literally one rule for us and a different rule for them. You don't make Justin Bieber tap in. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? You only make people tap in who you feel like you can bully, or you feel like you've got something on them.
Exactly, and that's the thing. That's what that shows a big, like, negative thing in the black community in America. Like, they've built their own community to an extent where it's like, it's even like, oh my days, those 5 police officers. Oh my days. That stuff there is sadder than anything ever. If you don't know what it is, these 5 police officers were caught on their own body cams, literally killing a man with their bare hands, bro, and weapons for a traffic stop. They all got fired now. They're all. I think they've been some of them have been given bail, or whatever. I've seen a few different storylines. I don't even want to get into that, but fam, what is wrong with what is that? That's what I mean when people say, some people have tried to say, nah, so it's not a race thing, whatever. But on one side of it is that it's systematic. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, you feel like because you do this to a black man, you'll get away with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's literally what it is, bro. Like, I think somebody was saying, I like how different stories are coming to light now when it comes to black people being killed by the police. But genuinely, if you think even a fifth of what happens to black people makes the news, you're wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Chris Cabot is an anomaly.
Yeah.
You don't hear about stuff like that happen, even though it happens on a regular basis.
Yeah.
That would just happen in the hood. Man would just be saying, do you hear about Donny that got mashed by the police and did it? Nah, I didn't hear about that. Bro, I don't know, it's sad. And again, if it's not on camera and doesn't get leaked, you just won't hear about it. In the same way that little girl, that young black girl who got brutalized by them girls from wherever they're from, Ashford, where is it from?
Yeah, Ashford.
Ashford, bro.
They're from a specific community.
Yeah, it seems like from what I've understand it from the traveller community, right?
Yeah.
Now, I was incensed, fam, when I was watching those 2 videos that you've just spoken about. And I think that it irks my soul watching stuff like that, knowing that people are just standing by and not doing anything, right? Now, as a man, yeah, I know that if I'm there, am I going to get involved and physically do anything to the women? No. But will I at least get the girl, the black girl, remove her from the situation and protect her? Yes, that is what you're supposed to do. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, how has no one done anything to intervene? It's actually outrageous. A schoolgirl in her school uniform.
Bro,
it's mad, fam.
I can't even. That video, yeah.
Bro.
I don't think I've ever been so angry watching a video.
Big up you, little sis. Big up little sis, car. She genuinely held her own. Not that she would even have needed to, but
it made it feel a bit better.
Yeah.
Knowing that if you all tried to do that one-on-one, she would have rapped all.
Do you get it?
Like when the original girl came in or whatever, and then I saw the little, and the mum was at the front. The mum
is the worst.
The person that's holding the video, and that's another thing in social media. They're all idiots anyway, because they were literally recording and giving like, oh, do this, do that, giving
names. Yeah,
bro,
idiots.
The worst thing for me is the 2 cars that pulled up next to them.
The guy in the blue car, yeah. Just
and he was just watching.
Oh,
like,
my days.
You are an excuse. Let me not even insult you. Actually, you need help.
Yeah.
You need help. People need help. No one's asking you to be a superhero.
Nah, it's
like
not that
just
deep.
be a human.
And even like the way that the school seems to have handled the whole thing, poor.
Bro, the headmaster came up beside them like it was a situation that they've seen on 20 occasions.
Just calmly.
And it was like, oh, okay, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Are you all right, bro? Like, I don't think people understand that. Like, what was stressing me out, I'll be honest, through that whole video, is she had plaits and they were ripping the plaits out of her head. That shit hurts. Bro. Like, even if someone just pulls your hair, I know how.
Yeah. Bro,
someone pulls your hair.
I've had situations that, anyway.
It is painful, and she had 3 people from different angles doing so. You're seeing her hair on the floor. You're 2 teachers, and you walk up to the situation like it's just a calm. Altercation. Nah, man. I'm so happy that everyone is like getting behind her and getting that headmaster sacked. And I'm not one to say the job this, job that, but you're not fit to do that role. Simple, you're not fit. You're supposed to be a headmaster. People are supposed to have some form of like fear of you. You walking up to a situation should automatically calm a situation down. Not you walk there and you're just, come on.
But even forget being a headmaster, bro. Even just as a civilian.
Yeah, you're supposed to be better than that, man.
As a civilian, you have a duty of care to your children, bro. This is a pupil that goes to your school. And even if she wasn't, do you get what I'm saying? Big up Respect Rebellion, I think his name is, yeah?
Yeah.
Big him up, man. Proper said, yo, we're going there and we're going to make a stand. Do you get what I'm saying? Because this sort of thing will just continue to happen, bro, if nobody says or does anything about it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, every time I see videos like this, I think, all right, cool. What is the solution to situations like this? And he mentioned something. He said, self-defense classes, right? I feel like genuinely, when I have my youths, boys or girls, it doesn't matter. You're going to be doing a form of martial art from the age of 4. And whether you want to do it or not, I don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? It's part of your weekly routine. Whether it's 2 or 3 times a week, you're going to be doing something. Preferably more than one thing. You might be doing something to help you with your stand-up, whether it's Muay Thai, something to help you with your groundwork, Jiu-Jitsu. Something is going to happen. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You will know how to defend yourself against multiple targets. Otherwise, I won't feel comfortable with letting you out of the yard.
Yeah. Even the way the world is going now, there's a lot of wicked people here just alive, and I'm just like, even as a parent, like because no one knows the backstory, no one knows in like too much, but going down to your school, your daughter's school, to tell her to go beat someone up or something is crazy, bro. Like, I remember I had a situation in I don't even know if I should say this, I'm gonna say it anyway. I had a situation in school. I'm not going to specify the years and stuff yet. But one Donny came into school drunk. Yeah. I was with someone at the time. And he came up to me. I think he heard that I don't like him or something. I don't know. Are you a man? Like, fam, why the hell does that even matter? If I don't like you, I don't like you. He came up to me and he was like, "Oh, Sam, I heard you don't like me." It's just that, and I was like, "Yeah, like what?" And he just like just getting in my face. Then my girl was sitting down, my ex, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But she was sitting down, and I was like, "All right, let's go talk outside," type of thing.
Yeah.
Went to talk outside. He started getting rowdier. Went to further outside, like outside the gates now. As we're walking out, I was like, bro, if you want, I don't know why, it just made me really like irate. So I was like, all right, cool, let's go outside. As we're going outside now, a man literally picks me up from behind, and slams me on the ground. And then we're all scrapping on the floor. One of his dog's mums shouts his name. She comes over, splits it up. Not even splits it up. As we're getting up, like I've got man in a headlock here, and he's like all he's punching my sides, and I've got him. Like imagine you've got someone in a headlock and they're punching your sides like this, and he's screaming like, ah! Then she comes and then she splits it up, type of thing. My glasses are broke now, and I was fuming. I remember I was fuming, and shouldn't have carried on, but he went down to the shop, and I think he was like gloating or saying, "Oh, I did this, that," and I was just vexing it. So I went down. There now, round 2, we go again, bro. We started swinging, whatever.
Yeah.
And a car came in the middle and was like stopped us from fight. It was carrying on the fight, And he was like, "Oh, you think that I come alone and all of this stuff? You think I come alone? Nah." Round the corner. Tell me why his dad just pulls up.
His dad
just pulls up, bro. And he's like, "What? You think you can come and bully my son? This, that." Bro, I was so bamboozled. But obviously my guys were around, so they're all like trying to push my back, this, that. He weren't really gonna do nothing, but he was like making bare noise. At that point, I turned it into like a stand up. So I was just saying, "Oh, you've not got somewhere to be, you not got work to be at or whatever." Trying to get everyone to laugh at that. Bro, he goes up to the school now, he tells them that I was bullying his son. I get excluded in that, I go back to the school, parents have to come in, my dad comes in, and I told my dad what happened, and my dad was vexed. As soon as he heard another man came to back his son,
mad,
and was like, he said to the guy, "If I ever see that man, I'm gonna kill him." Bro, he said it to my head of year. Literally to his face, and I was all there like, "Yo, I want to come back," like type of thing. But I think the guy understood, because bro, how are you gonna be a parent in those situations? And like, obviously, I can understand you being upset, but there's levels to this,
bro. Come on, man.
Like I can't even say that the girl that happened in that what happened to that girl in that situation, her parents should come now and do and go to those little girls and be like, "Nah, that's just not normal." Do you know what I mean? That's not how it should be dealt with. So anyone in that situation where they're saying, "Oh, if my kid does," like, do you think that that's normal? If something happens to your kid, you're gonna go down to the school and basically back their situation?
No, there would have to be seriously extreme mitigating circumstances for me to do that. Like, let's say, for example, a kid was trying to brandish a weapon to my kid. Then I'm gonna be there, innit?
Yeah.
Cool. But other situations, it's be an adult about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there was a situation that I heard about, through social media, where this mum, her kid was getting bullied at school. She's got alopecia, right? She's bald-headed, got no eyebrows and everything, a bit like you. So
there was no need for that.
There was no need. Anyway, the kid's getting bullied, unfortunately. And she's gone down to the school to have a conversation with the head teacher and the parent of the kid who's doing the bullying, right? Now, the kid is there in the room, not the daughter who was getting bullied, right? So the mum of the bully has said, like, "I don't really understand why we're here. Like, this bald-headed you is getting my kid in trouble," right? This is what she's trying to say. Now, the mum of the kid who's getting bullied duppied her. Do you get what I'm saying? In front of the teacher.
I think I saw that video.
And in front of her kid, right? And they said, "You see what I just did to your mum? Just know your mum can't protect you from me."
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I saw that video still. Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
But do I blame the woman?
That's warranted.
Yeah. Like there's certain scenarios where I get it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's warranted.
But just be serious and don't do it when it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's tight, man. Even like picking the right schools and all of that stuff, it's tough, man. I ain't no rushing into that way.
Bro, parenthood is not for the faint-hearted, and I can say that as somebody who's not even a parent. Just observing it from the outside,
not on it.
Like, big up my dog, yeah. He had a ute the other day. You know who you are. Big up you, fam. I bumped into him outside the barber shop, bro. Man, see him now. I'm like, oh, like, how you doing? Like, what's the latest, fam? What's Fatherhood saying? He's like, bro, it's mad.
Haven't slept. That's what they always say.
Bro, man's seriously getting a maximum of 3 hours a night. A maximum.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though. Like, I don't know if there's anything that can change you so much outside of like what.
Nothing.
What's gonna change you more than a you? I don't know.
If you're trying to be serious, nothing.
Yeah. If you're trying to be serious, if you're actually trying to be a present parent, but the thought of that is scary.
Scary, bro. Scary, and that's the thing. Like
videos like that is why. Do you get what I'm saying as well?
Yeah.
Because like what always goes through my head is literally what would I do if I was the father of that young girl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would lose my mind. Fam.
We would need to have a meeting with their parents.
And the thing about it is, yeah, travelers are not to be fucked with.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
They're just not to be fucked with, bro.
No.
So it's like, I've heard, like, listen, everyone knows travelers.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone does.
Yeah.
There was some that went to my school. They was calm people. But you just know that their dads just don't do anything to piss them off.
Yeah, no.
Don't do anything to do that.
Yeah, no. There was one time, there was a situation that I had in my school, yeah. My boy, he knows who this is, yeah. But fam, situation, obviously, we were in an area where it was predominantly white. Black people just like kind of coming in. So obviously there's going to be friction where there's travelers or whatever. I remember there was a situation where they'd got it, like it was getting heated. Like a few fights had happened, this, that. How is a Donny, like a few of them driving past as we're finishing school. I wasn't even there actually. They were finishing school, yeah. How they driving past, they wind down the window, they say a man's address, drive off. That's it.
It's long.
Imagine that.
That's some movie shit. That's some John Wick stuff.
Exactly.
Like, that is some Equalizer Denzel lyrics.
Exactly. They say your postcode and then just driving off. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Not all travellers are that way.
Yeah.
That's a bad batch. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Just to make it very clear, because I don't like for people then to do the flip thing and say, see, this is what they're all fucking like. And that's what we don't like done to us.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. There was another video that was on socials actually. I don't know if you saw it. I sent it to you. Of that girl that was doing a madness because she thought that one of her friends had slept with her friend, and then she went into her room and she was like trying to stab her, and then she was screaming. No way, you ain't seen it.
Oh, the cheating thing is you try to fuck my man.
Yeah. The Broadwater one.
I did see that,
bro.
Was that on Broadwater Farm?
No, Broadwater. I mean Broadwater, but the Broadwater one.
Oh, boiled water. Yeah.
Fam,
what was you saying? Boiled water.
Boiled. Sorry, boiled.
You were saying something different.
Boiled
water, bro.
Boiled water. Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you didn't.
But that is. But so obviously that situation happened now. Because I saw the first half of the video.
Yeah.
When she was in bed and she was like,
she got the knife
and she's all doing this, doing that. Then you see the second half of the video.
Yeah.
Where the girl stands up the camera on like the wall.
Yeah.
And then she tries to dash hot water on her. And she thinks that she's not going to prison.
Mad.
You think that you're not going to prison when you put that on Snapchat? Like, is your head all right?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Very mad. Like, very mad. There was a lot of like, when that whole thing got posted, yeah, a lot of people were saying like she's got mental health and she needs to heal and all this stuff. 100% agree, yeah.
In prison?
If you're capable of doing that over something like that, you shouldn't be allowed to like be
free.
But then I don't know, like,
no, There's not enough. I don't know.
You got to put them in like Broadmoor or something. You can't send them to a normal prison.
It's not an I don't know thing.
You can't put them in a normal prison though. She got to be rehabilitated.
She went into the girl's yard, threatened her with a knife. Started stabbing a picture of her mum that has passed away. Laughing about it.
Yeah, she's not normal, man.
And the worst thing about it, you know what made me deep? That this is a bit scary. She was there for time. She boiled the water. While the girl was there screaming.
Calculated.
She put the phone up against something and was still probably chatting to her as she's putting it up. And then she's still going.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't think people like that can go to normal prison because you're not going to get rehabilitated.
And then she posted again after saying that, what did she even say? Said something like, I'm not normally like this, but when I need to protect my own or something along those lines.
Yeah, she's not healthy, bro.
But I'm sorry, that's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Because that's fucked. What she did was mad.
Nuts.
Like,
you've got to go to... Bro, on that video, people were atting Met Police.
Yeah, because you had to go for jail for that. Like,
but, and what I don't like is... And I understand...
And it's sad still.
We are all black people. Yeah? And we are a small percentage of what in the country. But at the same time... There are some wrong-uns. There are some people that don't belong to have freedom, don't deserve to have freedom. That's just the reality. If someone has added the Met Police, don't go under and say, you're trying to put someone, listen, she's trying to save someone. That's the reality.
I hear it.
She's trying to save someone.
I actually hear it, bro, because that's some real, like, it's scary what she did. But I think what's scarier is that this is probably only what we've seen. Do you get what I'm saying?
She chose to record that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that could have happened and nobody would have known anything different. You feel me? It's very mad. Separately, yeah, just quickly, because I know we got to come to an end, yeah. And I was watching this video on Unilad. Wanted to get your opinion on it. There's this guy who, this black guy who went to jail for murder, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched that Unilad series where they do minutes with?
Yeah.
It's a really good series, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So they did minutes with a murderer, yeah? And his story was interesting to me. And I think it highlights sometimes why people feel they can't go to the police or why they would turn to other people before turning to authorities, yeah? So in his situation, his boys come to him and said, this guy raped my girl, yeah? And I need to get him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna do about it? So they've basically done a setup thing where she said, yeah, cool, let's meet here. To the guy. The guy's bucked her. They was waiting in a phone box for man. He tried to use the girl as a human shield kind of thing. And they've just whacked him up with baseball bats and cut. Didn't actually think they killed him, innit? But the damage they did on the day, he died from his injuries on site. Yeah. He's gone jail for murder. Do you ever feel like there's a justification behind killing someone? Because I know it's hard. Like you're somebody you're faithful, yeah?
Yeah.
You believe that murder is 10 commandments. You don't kill, innit?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's tight. It's never the answer. It's never the answer. But there's certain situations where you can understand why someone felt they needed to go that way or how their mind would have just lost complete control over a situation. It's never the answer. It's never the answer. That's the reality. Because it's like in the movies, you know, like Spider-Man when Donnie was just about to, it's like, and then he just remembers what man said. It's like, it's not going to make you feel any better. And he like slams it next to his head rather than, like, do you know what I mean? Like that is the reality. Like regardless of, it's not going to make you feel any better because that person that you've lost or whatever you went through is still going to be there. It's better to heal in a way that doesn't need retaliation because that won't heal you. Retaliation won't heal you. It never has in any circumstance. So
yeah, it's tough, man. It's very tough. Like when the interviewer said, "Do you regret what you did?" He said, "No, don't. I'll do it again." And I get it because it's like his angle is, if there's gonna be one less rapist on the face of planet Earth, cool, no worries. I'll do my time. I did the crime. I will happily sit down 30, 40 years, and I hear it. I do hear it. And I always think about it like, who is anyone else to say that it's not justified? Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, you have no clue how would make you react in a situation where that's your daughter or a female cousin or a sister. You just don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like some people will handle things that way because they feel like if they go to the feds, nothing will happen. That guy will just continue to rape girls. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that happens a lot. Where people do the mad thing, they get reported, not enough people come forward, charges get dropped. We won't even talk about the whole situation with that Man United striker.
Yeah.
But just because the charges dropped doesn't mean the person is innocent, bro.
Yeah, facts.
So, not to wrap it up on a sour note, but...
Yeah, that's real though. That's real though.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do still.
That was another episode of OTR.
Yeah, man.
It's a bit of a mad place to finish it, but sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell you asked that question last.
I know, I should have asked it first.
Got me thinking of that. But no, I hear you. But no, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of On The Rocks podcast. Make sure
leave a comment,
like, subscribe, leave a comment. I want to know what everyone thinks about these topics and how you genuinely feel. We will reply to everyone that comments as well.
Every time I see comments, it makes me like feel like we're getting somewhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So drop us a comment, man. It helps.
But yeah, everyone have a good week. Enjoy yourselves.
Lessons.
I wasn't finished.
Don't care.